Have you ever felt stuck in a relationship or friendship because it's familiar? Even though you know it's holding you back, it can be hard to admit that the people we're close to might not be right for us in the long run. But that's where Stoicism comes in. It offers a fresh perspective on these tough situations. Here are 11 signs, if you noticed. Then end every relationship, even it is your family or a friend that is stopping you from being who you want to be. Let's dive in. Lesson number 1. Recognizing growth, stifling relationships. From friendships to family dynamics and professional connections, each relationship plays a role in shaping who we are and where we're headed. But what happens when a relationship becomes a barrier to our growth? Identifying growth. Stifling relationships isn't always easy. Sometimes we're so deeply entrenched in these dynamics that we fail to recognize their negative impact. But there are signs to watch out for. Pay attention to how you feel when you're around certain people. Do you feel drained, anxious, or discouraged? Are you constantly making sacrifices for their sake without receiving much in return? Remember, it's okay to prioritize your own growth and well-being. If a relationship consistently brings more stress than joy, it may be time to reevaluate its place in your life. Letting go of relationships that no longer serve us can be daunting, but it's often necessary for our personal growth. It's about creating space for healthier, more fulfilling connections. But that doesn't mean it's easy. It takes courage and self-awareness to recognize when a relationship has run its course and to take the steps needed to move forward. It's okay to let go of relationships that no longer align with your values and aspirations. Trust that by doing so, you're making room for new opportunities and growth. Lesson number 2. Navigating negative emotions with Stoic wisdom. Stoic philosophy teaches us that while we can't always control external events, we have complete control over how we perceive and respond to them. This fundamental principle forms the cornerstone of managing emotions with Stoic wisdom. One of the key teachings of Stoicism is the concept of amor fatis, or love of fate. It's about accepting whatever happens as necessary and embracing challenges as opportunities for growth. When negative emotions arise within relationships, Stoicism encourages us to pause and reflect on our perceptions. Are we viewing the situation accurately, or are our emotions clouding our judgment? By practicing mindfulness and cultivating awareness of our thoughts and feelings, we can gain clarity and perspective, allowing us to respond to challenges with wisdom and composure. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of focusing on what is within our control. Instead of dwelling on external factors or the actions of others, we're encouraged to direct our energy towards our own thoughts and behaviors. When negative emotions arise in relationships, Stoic wisdom teaches us to ask ourselves, what is the virtuous response in this situation? How can I maintain my integrity and remain true to my values? By aligning our actions with Stoic principles, we can navigate even the most challenging emotions with grace and resilience. Remember, it's not about suppressing or denying our feelings, but rather acknowledging them and choosing how we respond. Embracing Stoic wisdom in our relationships empowers us to cultivate inner peace and harmony, even amidst turmoil. Lesson number 3. The dangers of manipulation and control. Manipulation and control can manifest in various forms, from subtle manipulation tactics to overt displays of control. It's essential to understand these dynamics and take proactive steps to protect ourselves. Manipulation often involves influencing or controlling someone's behavior or emotions to suit one's own agenda. This can include guilt, tripping, gaslighting, or using subtle tactics to undermine someone's confidence or autonomy. Control, on the other hand, involves exerting power or authority over someone, often through coercion or intimidation. It can leave the victim feeling trapped or powerless. Recognizing the signs of manipulation and control is the first step towards reclaiming autonomy in our lives. Some common red flags include gaslighting, when someone denies your reality or undermines your perception of events. Guilt, tripping, using guilt or shame to manipulate your behavior. Isolation, limiting your contact with friends or family to maintain control. Threats, using fear or intimidation to coerce compliance. If you notice any of these signs in your relationships, it's essential to trust your instincts and set boundaries to protect yourself. Reclaiming autonomy requires courage and self-awareness. It's about recognizing our worth and refusing to be manipulated or controlled by others. One powerful tool for reclaiming autonomy is assertiveness. By expressing our needs and boundaries clearly and confidently, we assert our right to self-determination. Self-care is also crucial in combating manipulation and control. Prioritize activities that nurture your mental, emotional, and physical well-being, and surround yourself with supportive people who uplift and empower you. Trusting our instincts, setting boundaries, and prioritizing self-care, we can break free from the grip of manipulation and control and create healthier, more empowering relationships. Lesson number 4. Identifying harmful relationship dynamics. Let's discuss what constitutes harmful relationship dynamics. These can include patterns of behavior such as manipulation, control, verbal or physical abuse, gaslighting, codependency, and neglect. These dynamics erode trust, communication, and emotional safety within relationships, leading to distress and unhappiness for all involved. They can manifest in various ways, including increased stress, anxiety, depression, low self-esteem, and a sense of powerlessness. Moreover, they can perpetuate cycles of dysfunction that are passed down through generations, affecting not only the individuals involved, but also future relationships and overall well-being. To effectively address harmful dynamics, it's crucial to understand their root causes. These may stem from past traumas, unresolved conflicts, learned behaviors, societal norms, or underlying mental health issues. By identifying the underlying factors contributing to negative dynamics, we can begin to address them more effectively. Awareness and education. Educate yourself about healthy relationships and recognize the signs of harmful dynamics. Open communication. Foster open, honest communication within the relationship to express concerns, set boundaries, and address issues constructively. Seek support. Reach out to trusted friends, family members, or professionals for support and guidance, therapy or counseling. Consider seeking therapy or counseling to explore underlying issues, develop coping strategies, and learn healthier ways of relating. Self-care. Prioritize self-care activities that promote emotional and mental well-being, such as mindfulness, exercise, hobbies, and relaxation techniques. Setting boundaries. Establish clear boundaries to protect your emotional and physical boundaries and communicate them assertively. Seeking closure. If necessary, seek closure by ending toxic relationships that cannot be salvaged or by forgiving and letting go of past hurts. Continuous reflection. Regularly reflect on the dynamics within your relationships and be willing to address any recurring patterns or issues that arise. Lesson number 5. The foundation of mutual respect. Before we dissect the concept of mutual respect, let's define it. Mutual respect is the cornerstone of healthy relationships. It's about valuing each other's feelings, opinions, boundaries, and autonomy. It's the recognition that every individual deserves dignity and consideration, regardless of differences. Think about it. When we respect someone, we acknowledge their worth as a human being. We listen to them without judgment, communicate openly, and honor their boundaries. But here's the kicker. Mutual respect isn't a one-way street. It's a two-way exchange that requires effort and understanding from both parties. Do they embody mutual respect? it's time for some self-reflection. Ask yourself, do I feel heard and understood in my relationships? Am I considerate of my partner's feelings and needs? Do we navigate conflicts with empathy and kindness? These questions may seem simple, but their answers unveil the essence of our relationships. Mutual respect manifests in the little moments, the way we support each other's dreams, the way we apologize when we're wrong, and the way we celebrate each other's successes. However, let's not ignore the elephant in the room. Challenges to mutual respect are aplenty. Insecurities, power imbalances, and unresolved conflicts can chip away at the foundation of respect in relationships. Moreover, societal norms and cultural expectations often dictate how we perceive and treat others, sometimes overshadowing respect. It's crucial to recognize these challenges and address them head-on. Ignoring them only deepens the rift between individuals and erodes the trust essential for healthy relationships. So, let's confront these obstacles together and pave the way for a more respectful and fulfilling connection. Now, on to the brighter side, nurturing mutual respect. It's not an overnight transformation, but a journey of growth and understanding. Start by fostering open communication. Share your thoughts, feelings, and boundaries openly, and encourage your partner to do the same. Practice empathy and active listening. Put yourself in your partner's shoes and truly hear what they're saying. Validate their experiences and emotions, even if you don't agree with them. And most importantly, lead by example. Treat others with the same respect and kindness you wish to receive. So, let's commit to nurturing respect in our relationships. One conversation, one gesture, and one moment at a time. Lesson number 6. Reality vs. Illusions in relationships. Reality, the cold, hard truth of existence. It's the raw, unfiltered essence of life, devoid of embellishments or distortions. On the other hand, illusions, the shimmering mirages that tantalize our senses, painting a picture far rosier than reality. In relationships, illusions often rear their head in various forms: idealized expectations, romanticized notions, and even outright deception. We may see our partners through rose-tinted glasses, ignoring their flaws or projecting our desires onto them. But here's the kicker: illusions, though seductive, can poison the well of genuine connection if left unchecked. It's time for some tough love, folks. Ask yourself, am I seeing my partner for who they truly are? Or am I projecting my fantasies onto them? Do I communicate openly and honestly? Or do I sugarcoat the truth to preserve the illusion of perfection? These questions may stir discomfort, but they're essential for growth. It's only by peeling back the layers of illusion that we unearth the raw beauty of reality. And trust me, embracing truth, even when it's hard, is the gateway to deeper intimacy and authenticity in our relationships. Now, onto the brighter side, embracing reality. It's not about shattering dreams or dampening spirits, but about anchoring ourselves in the present moment, accepting our partners and ourselves with all our flaws and imperfections. Embracing reality means having the courage to show up as our authentic selves, vulnerabilities and all. It's about fostering open communication, vulnerability, and empathy, the pillars of genuine connection. When we let go of illusions and embrace reality, we create space for true intimacy to flourish. Let's not sugarcoat it. Navigating reality in relationships isn't always smooth sailing. It requires courage, humility, and a willingness to confront discomfort head-on. Moreover, societal pressures, past traumas, and personal insecurities may cloud our judgment, making it challenging to discern truth from fiction. But fear not, dear friends, for every challenge is an opportunity for growth. Lean into discomfort, practice radical honesty, and cultivate self-awareness. Seek support from trusted friends, family, or professionals if needed. Remember, the journey to genuine connection is messy. Lesson number 7. standing firm on values. Values are the guiding principles that shape our beliefs, behaviors, and decisions. They're the moral compass that defines who we are and what we stand for. In relationships, our values serve as the foundation of our interactions, influencing how we communicate, compromise, and connect with our partners. But here's the kicker: maintaining our values in relationships isn't always easy. We may face pressure to compromise, to bend our beliefs in the name of love or acceptance. But at what cost? Sacrificing our values erodes our sense of self-respect and authenticity, leading to resentment and inner turmoil. Refusing to compromise on our values, it's not about being rigid or inflexible, but about honoring our truths and boundaries. It's about having the courage to say no when something doesn't align with our values, even if it means risking the relationship. Remember, compromising our values for the sake of a relationship may lead to short-term harmony, but it's a recipe for long-term dissatisfaction. We owe it to ourselves to stand firm in our convictions, to prioritize our self-respect above all else. Navigating values in relationships comes with its fair share of challenges. We may fear rejection or conflict, or worry about being judged for our beliefs. Moreover, societal norms and cultural expectations may pressure us to conform, to prioritize the relationship over our own well-being. For every challenge is an opportunity for growth. It's during these moments of adversity that we discover our true strength and resilience. Surround yourself with supportive friends and family. Seek guidance from mentors or therapists. And above all, trust in your inner wisdom. On to the brighter side, embracing self-respect. It's about honoring our worth and dignity, regardless of external validation. When we refuse to compromise on our values, we send a powerful message to ourselves and to others that we are deserving of love, respect, and authenticity. Embracing self-respect isn't a solo journey, it's a collective endeavor. Surround yourself with individuals who uplift and support you, who celebrate your uniqueness and honor your values. Lesson number 8, embracing reciprocity. Reciprocity is the principle of mutual exchange of giving and receiving in equal measure. It's about fostering balance, harmony, and mutual support in our relationships. When reciprocity thrives, so does trust, intimacy, and connection. However, achieving reciprocity isn't always straightforward. It requires open communication, empathy, and a willingness to understand and meet each other's needs. Moreover, societal norms and cultural expectations may influence our perceptions of reciprocity, leading to misunderstandings and imbalances. The importance of balance. Balance isn't about keeping score or tit for tat exchanges. It's about creating a nurturing environment where both partners feel valued, heard, and supported. When there's imbalance in a relationship, whether it's one partner giving more than they receive or vice versa, it can lead to resentment, frustration, and ultimately disconnection. That's why it's crucial to cultivate awareness and proactively address any imbalances that may arise. Mutual support is the cornerstone of reciprocity. It's about being there for each other through thick and thin, offering encouragement, empathy, and a helping hand when needed. To foster mutual support, start by cultivating a culture of appreciation and gratitude in your relationship. Acknowledge and celebrate each other's strengths, efforts, and contributions. Practice active listening and empathy, and offer your support without expecting anything in return. On to the actionable steps to achieve reciprocity in our relationships. It begins with self-awareness. Reflect on your own needs, boundaries, and expectations in the relationship. Communicate openly with your partner, expressing your feelings and desires with honesty and vulnerability. Create space for both partners to contribute and thrive, valuing each other's unique strengths and perspectives. Lesson number 9, the give and take of life. Giving and receiving are the twin pillars of human interaction. Giving involves offering our time, energy, love, and support to others, while receiving entails accepting help, kindness, and love from others in return. In relationships, the balance of giving and receiving is essential for fostering connection, trust, and intimacy. When we give freely and receive graciously, we create a reciprocal exchange of love and support that nourishes our souls and strengthens our bonds with others. Imbalance in giving and receiving. It's easy to fall into patterns where one person gives more than they receive, leading to feelings of resentment, exhaustion, and disconnection. When we constantly give without allowing ourselves to receive, we deplete our own emotional reserves and neglect our own needs. Conversely, when we only receive without giving back, we fail to contribute to the well-being of others and may feel guilt or shame. How we can strive for harmony in the give and take of life. It begins with self-awareness, reflecting on our own tendencies and patterns in giving and receiving. Are we comfortable receiving help and support from others? Do we tend to overextend ourselves in giving to others? It's important to communicate openly with our loved ones about our needs, boundaries, and expectations. Express gratitude for both giving and receiving, and cultivate a culture of appreciation and reciprocity in our relationships. Nurturing mutual support is essential for achieving balance in giving and receiving. It's about creating a safe and supportive environment where both parties feel comfortable expressing their needs and offering assistance when needed. Practice active listening, empathy, and compassion in your interactions with others. Be willing to both give and receive help, knowing that it strengthens the bonds of love and connection between individuals. Finding harmony in the give and take of life is a journey of self-awareness, communication, and mutual support. By reflecting on our own tendencies, nurturing reciprocity, and fostering mutual support, we can create balanced, fulfilling relationships that enrich our lives. Lesson number 10. Addressing abuse and failed communication. Abuse can take many forms: physical, emotional, verbal, or psychological. It's about exerting power and control over another person, causing harm and trauma. Failed communication, on the other hand, is the breakdown of healthy dialogue and understanding in relationships, leading to misunderstandings, conflicts, and disconnection. When abuse and failed communication intersect, the results can be devastating. Abuse thrives in environments where communication is lacking or ineffective, making it crucial for us to address both issues simultaneously. Abuse is never acceptable, and it's essential for survivors to recognize and acknowledge the harm they've experienced. Whether it's physical violence, emotional manipulation, or coercive control, abuse leaves deep scars that require healing. If you are experiencing abuse, know that you are not alone. Reach out to trusted friends, family, or professionals for support. You deserve to be treated with dignity and respect, and there are resources available to help you break free from abusive situations. Focus to rebuilding communication in relationships. Effective communication is the cornerstone of healthy relationships. It's about listening with empathy, expressing ourselves authentically, and seeking understanding without judgment. If communication has broken down in your relationship, it's important to take proactive steps to rebuild trust and understanding. Start by creating a safe space for open dialogue, where both parties feel heard and respected. Practice active listening, validation, and empathy, and be willing to address conflicts and misunderstandings with compassion and honesty. Healing from abuse and repairing communication takes time, patience, and courage. It's okay to seek professional help from therapists, counselors, or support groups to navigate through these challenges. Remember, healing is a journey, not a destination. Be gentle with yourself and know that it's okay to ask for help when you need it. Surround yourself with supportive individuals who uplift and empower you, and prioritize your well-being above all else. Addressing abuse and failed communication in relationships is a vital step towards healing and transformation. By confronting abuse, rebuilding communication, and seeking healing and support, we empower ourselves to create healthier, more nurturing relationships. Lesson number 11. Seeking tranquility in connections. Tranquility isn't just about outer peace. It's about inner calm and harmony. It's about creating spaces of safety, trust, and serenity where we can truly be ourselves and connect authentically with others. In our fast-paced, hyper-connected world, finding moments of tranquility in our connections can feel like a rare gem, but it's within our reach. And it begins with intention and mindfulness in our interactions with others. One key to finding tranquility in connections is cultivating presence. Presence is the art of being fully engaged and attentive in the present moment, without judgment or distraction. When we bring presence into our interactions, we create space for deep listening, empathy, and understanding. Practice active listening in your conversations, giving your full attention to the person in front of you. Put away distractions, such as phones or other devices, and truly listen with an open heart and mind. Cultivate empathy and compassion, seeking to understand the experiences and emotions of others without judgment. Another essential aspect of finding tranquility in connections is setting boundaries. Boundaries are the invisible lines that define our personal space, needs, and limits in relationships. When we establish healthy boundaries, we create a sense of safety and respect in our interactions with others. Invest time and effort in cultivating meaningful connections with those who uplift and inspire you. Share your joys, sorrows, and vulnerabilities openly, knowing that you are held in a safe and nurturing space. Cherish the moments of connection and prioritize quality over quantity in your relationships. Seeking tranquility in connections is a journey of mindfulness, boundaries, and nurturing connection. By cultivating presence, setting boundaries, and nurturing meaningful connections, we can create spaces of peace and harmony in our relationships. Thank you for joining us on this journey of exploration and growth. If you want to contribute to Stoic philosophy for their wisdom and insights, join our YouTube community link in description and subscribe to our channel for more content on Stoicism and relationships.